WeArEuS and this. This is a city in which the goddamn train runs right past? I had no freaking idea. Okay, the reason why we're back here rather than pretty much anywhere else is because I remembered something. I was... I saw the painting move. Anyway, I was wandering around trying to see what sort of vendors were in this place. Meats stew. Sounds like it might be new. No. Trying to see what vendors are here and see if they have anything that'll let me expand my inventory. I can never say no to inventory expansion.
Just in time, I have some fresh fare. You're very welcome here.
But I also, that's going to be lumber. But I also remember that there was a painting I saw.
Just because it looks like a frog, don't snatch it up.
What?
Toads like muddy ground, but they're poisonous, so don't touch them. Not lying. I touched one before and got a rash on my hand.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a painting over here somewhere where the thief is. Where exactly was that? Yeah. In the direction we're facing and to the right. There it is. So I was looking at this painting when the guy decided he wanted to try and touch me. But now I can see that it was literally just the trim on it, rather than it glowing as a object of interest. Thought it might have been a suspicious painting or possibly something relevant or otherwise valuable, but I was wrong. And so I've decided to mark this direction and head this way. Then we're going to loop all the way back around and go towards the town I mentioned, well, the city from last episode. Well, that I mentioned last episode. Oh, man, that's cute. Kill it. Right, that doesn't work on water, but it's dead anyway. Ooh, a shineberry, elderberry. Oh, there are snapping turtles near here. Oh. I'm entirely sure. No, these aren't snapping turtles. These are relic things. And the last thing I want these things to do is electrocute the water. Okay. That's cute. I've got something special for you. Just let me get a little charged up here. I hate how much spirit we have because it takes so long to get it filled up. Hold this for me. That was worth a try. Well, it was worth a try. Come on. You know what? I'm actually just going to get... I'm just going to go ahead and destroy both of these things. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. What the? I really do hate using the bow sometimes. And this is singularly a frustrating experience. Yoink. Yeah, I did that. And not very well. I can admit it. These abyss cells also sell for 3 silver, but they're just too valuable in terms of making something via the witches. So I'd much rather just keep them. Okay, what was I doing? I got terribly distracted there. Right, I thought they were snapping turtles, that's why. I wanted to see those. I mean, sure, let's visit the Guardian's Cave, then we'll loop back around and go to the city, like I said. I should also be keeping an eye out for a possible entrance to the cave on the way to it. I don't see any sort of an entrance there. So the idea here is to try and... It's not a great idea, I can admit. The idea was to freeze enough of the water to create a dam, to possibly stop the flow of water, so I might be able to see if there's an entrance in the face of this cliff. Man, I just don't know enough about what I'm supposed to be looking for when it comes to these caves. Alright, well, we've been here. I accomplished nothing. Let's head here, and then we'll head directly to the city. I do need to keep in mind to look out for points of interest using the lamp. The one on my left is closest. Thought it was. Oh. Hopefully this one has a challenge within it, with a reward that's more interesting. Acquire a Hernandian signet. Ah. Oh, is that what it meant by prestige? Tashkalpian. Okay, so the signets are rings that you can get from the contribution offices. Let me see, I can actually check the reward for that in my inventory. That one's a bit more involved, so hopefully it's actually something that's worth it. Service 2, which increases your contribution XP, I believe that is, given what it relates to. At least what I theorize it relates to. Is that just a giant airship? It certainly looks like it. I mean, that is where we're headed. Need a house. There we go. What? I don't know why my momentum stopped. exactly what I was trying to avoid. God, I love that so much. I'm going to be honest, I have no desire whatsoever. Tame 30 unique pets. Crap, there's 30 of them? Does that include the... Does that include the dogs? I wonder? Large haven for pets. Now see, that's interesting. Yeah, and it does include dogs. There it is. And there's something else. Okay, easiest way to do this from above. There it is. What is this? Ah, that's why I couldn't find it. We're making progress on the cave exploration, though I don't imagine we'll ever get to 100. The reward seemed like it would be an interesting, or might be an interesting abyss gear. Nothing crazy like something combat related, but it sounded interesting, according to memory. Well, at least it wasn't a spider this time. Secret laden cave. Ironic, considering that it's completely linear. Okay. Couldn't tell that the wall was a wall. Secret laden. If there's something that's been named, whose name is more of a lie, I'd love to know about it. What's this? It's something we're right next to, and it's not on the map yet. I have the overwhelming urge to destroy all of those just to make sure there isn't a treasure chest under them. Oh, there it is. Dragon Claw Horn. Oh, we don't have a crafter. Because I don't know how to upgrade these people because the system never tells you how. I'd love to know what a Dragon Claw Horn does. But I can't even check. Also, I need to go back and mark this. How do we... Yeah. I'm sorry. What? The frick is that? Well, we're going to find out. What? Why are all of these fun things hidden by having to be... That's from the thing I read. A book on constellations. I have to go here. I don't know if the... No, the fish isn't part of it. That's... Can I see them if I do... Yeah, okay, we can see them like that, which makes it a lot easier. Now, I only see the two over here. I'd have to read the book again. Okay, we have a nexus over there, so I'm not worried about that yet. Okay. Oh, there's quite a bit going on out here, and I find myself a little overwhelmed. But at the same time, I realize I'm not punching people's heads in, so the appeal of this episode might not be fully appreciated by everyone. I can understand that. sworn I saw someone sitting here. Crap. Okay, so we're in the middle of the place where the constellation is marked. But I think I need a specific piece of gear for this. I don't imagine it's this. Alright, no. I can swap to it from here. Just put it away. Yeah, let's see if I can find that book. I know it's not this one, but I want to check this one, make sure I'm not missing any information on this helmet. You know what? I realize now I should have tried to use the helmet on the, I don't, pillar spider? That's not its name, it's something else, but I should have used it on that goddamn thing from last episode. And it never occurred to me. Okay, now for the information I'm actually after. It should be one of these books. Okay, I can see the points. Okay. So there are constellation points all over the freaking map. And I don't have the helmet I need for it. And this explains how the guy made the constellation helmet in the first place. The problem is, I don't have it. And without it, I can't do whatever this is leading to. But we do have two of the places in this location marked. Or in this region marked. So, if I somehow cross paths with the constellation helmet, I can at least change it or start looking into the constellations mentioned in that book. Okay, next. We just keep heading northeast. I am glad I found the constellations because I had completely forgotten about the business mentioned by that book. Not an airship, it's a pterodactyl. This seems normal. I think that's not going to be there, right? It's fine. It's fine. Let's not get distracted. Head towards the city. Near perfect. Looks like... puzzle sense is tingling. I don't notice anything overt, but... I mean, maybe this is just what it appears to be, but... I can't help but be suspicious. If I try to form a pillar of wind on top of that thing, it'll be destroyed. Mecha Loop Iron Crawler Station. Step beyond the edge of darkness and grasp the handle of dawn to awaken the slumbering steel. Offer the silver shards flowing through Sadai and claim the wings of steel. Step beyond the edge of darkness. So maybe it's saying where the map ends and I don't remember the exact terminology they used. But where the map, when you go too far towards the edge of the map and it tells you to turn back, maybe it means something like that. Offer the silver shards flowing through Sandai. Wait. On the off chance I'm right about how that works. Step beyond the edge of darkness. Press the handle of dawn. Okay, I have two theories here. One, there's something missing from this, like a gear or something we put in the center right here. Theory two, is incorrect. It's super shiny all of a sudden. Alright. Good lord, it is zooming. I don't have time for you right now. Got bigger things going on. It definitely came this way, right? Having to fire that arrow at the ground caused me to lose track of it. It was headed in this general direction. Okay, let's go back the way we came. I hope the thing reset and returned to the construct, whatever that thing was. Alright. It says we've been here before. Okay, so weapons are not an option. How the frick do I have that on... How the frick do I have that on record if I've never been inside? That's extremely strange. I can't use my bow here, so coming up here was pointless. What's up with these things? this happen. Okay. So that's a thing. Come on out. That's not what I wanted. What? Yeah, this whole thing makes a whole lot of sense. Good luck getting out here. This is act. Uh-huh. This is actually retarded. I don't understand how this started in the first place. Actually, let me... I don't think I'll be able to save until this is over. I'm going to have to try and go to the last autosave point and see where we were. You know, when the red ring of... I can't think of anything clever. When this red ring disappears. Someday, right? Okay. Of course not. All right. I mean, you may as well come and get it. Okay. Sorry, what the frick? Oh, that's awful. Don't have even the slightest idea. It was very clearly the case that there was a memory fragment around here somewhere. There it is. God.
Captain, seems the machines took this one down as well. Machines keep doing our job. What luck.
Who are you? Get away!
Stay put if you want to live, Red Shirt. See if there's anything worth taking. Strip the place, then we head back.
Well, that's not useful to me. Oh, right. Let me save, and I'll check the autosave to see if there's something. To see if it's got us at a better point in time. Okay. Okay, so we find ourselves back before the happening. But it appears after we freed the steel bird. that sound is. Anyway. Okay, we're a little closer to it. Yeah, so the bird's just gone. Okay, first things first, we need to recharge. Now, I can't tell if I can still operate this thing or not. But first things first. Press the handle. Offer the silver shards flowing through the Satai? I don't know how to pronounce that. Korean is weird. Offer the silver shards. I don't know, man. I know it flew off in this direction. But I have no idea how far in this direction it went. It could have gone all the way down here, which is where the cursor, and I'm assuming the map itself, stop. Where were those guys that needed to be punched? Over here? I find this one... I don't know what to do about the bird now. There they are. Much better. Ah. So that's where those come from. We now have two of them. And one jetpack from the interloper. Oh no. I actually came from this guy. Now, we needed electrical components to make the really good stuff.
Hail, stranger. Day and all that.
Just out of curiosity. I hate the idea of having to load again, but just to make absolutely sure. Also, with this save, I now have to go back down to the beach and do that bit of business again. I mean, I don't have to. There's nothing down there worth my time, aside from a point of interest that might be a nexus. Probably a nexus. But I want to know if this has... No, the only ones that dropped the electrical component were the giant ones. And those two are the only ones I've ever seen out here. And they were immediately hostile and got what they deserved. The problem is, I need more electrical components, and I don't know where to get them. I mean, I could probably load and then kill those guys again, assuming they respawn, but there's got to be a better way, right? I could mark this on the map, I suppose. Hold on. I might still have... Let me save one last time. I might still have the ability to... Yeah, that's 24 minutes before. So I might still... This autosave might let me get the bird back, and then we can follow it properly. So let's see what happens.
Well met, friend.
Well, hello,
I'm
miss.
sorry. Have we met?
All right. Anyway, welcome back. We find ourselves back in time, as you can see there in the distance. Apparently, what the puzzle... Not puzzle, riddle. I had a gummy bird. That's what that pause was. Apparently, the riddle, at least the first part of it, relates to actual time. Stepping beyond darkness means morning. How do I know this? Because when I tried to... It was still dark out. I mean, the sun was rising, but it was still dark out. When I first came over here, you couldn't even... You see, the hole is accessible now, right? That's because somehow this thing is still functional, but it doesn't seem to move while you're standing there watching it. So I went off and I killed the guys on the coast. I reobserved the memory fragment. Wait, right, and I changed the Evex to the horse. Oh, right. My horse is jacked up. That's not it either. Come on. I noticed that the bird is not going very far. Interesting. I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand the entire riddle now. I understand. I understand. And I have to go back to camp. I'm pretty sure I'm correct, and I have to go back to camp. Where I never know where the frick the camp is when I need to get there. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. And now I just have to wait, because that's the way this was made. Alright, welcome back, and suffer. Anyway, welcome back. I did the things. It took so long because I needed to find a source of silver. I checked the entire map over, I'd say, 1.5 times. I have seen silver mines. I know I have mined silver at least once, but I checked the entire map, and for some weird reason, I could not find a single marker for silver. I know what copper and iron ore looks like on the map. That crap is everywhere, but for some reason, no silver, not even one. Which is insane, because I need at least one to know what to look for the markers. Regardless, getting back to the main point at hand, so we can properly put a cap on this video, which has been too long on my end. Let me explain to you what I realized. When I realized that the bird itself wasn't actually leaving, it occurred to me, what if that means it's not leaving because it's waiting for something? Well, what could a giant bird made of steel be waiting for? And it occurred to me, what if it is waiting... Oh, by the way, I stopped by town to strip some upgrades off of things and pull some silver out of absolute desperation. And I went into the shop. The guy out in front of the blacksmith shop was selling the grindstone blueprint. Now, I don't have the materials for this, but I'm hoping this is a portable version of the grindstone, when you can just set down and pick up, or some other sort of device that lets you get the reinforcement buff. Regardless, let's go ahead and place this here. And say that's not what I wanted to do. that out. Okay, that is not great. So, already, my theory is out of place, but I was actually... Oh, we are super lucky. Okay, so, as you can see, it occurred to me, what if the bird was sticking around because of this? And it all fell into place once I realized... Look, when I read the plaque that's over there with the riddle on it, I knew what... Again, I don't know how to pronounce this word. I knew what the Satdai was in terms of this, but I was assuming they were referring to some sort of a location. And I don't know why I thought of a location. Tame 3 pets in 1 minute? That seems dumb. I'm not doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the Iron Eagle. It took so long for me to get everything into place. I was also, to be fair, I was also stripping upgrades off of other things, and I was going to put them on the sword we just got from the robot knight. But I forgot. I stripped the upgrades off of the ring in order to get the silver, and completely forgot everything else because I thought to myself, yay, I now have silver. I was hoping 5 silver would be enough. I think, didn't we have 13 mercury in the Satdai? So I'm going to have to count just to make sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and lean, see how this turns out. It does not know what to do, and I don't blame it. See, the idea here is to get a shot of the Satdai and the Iron Eagle itself, but that's just clearly not going to be happening. Come on, you can do it. There you go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us G's today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back. There we go. We will be back tomorrow with another episode, and I will never be switching off of the Iron Eagle. That's just where we live now. I wish I could get a better angle on this, but I'm going to have to do that on my own time. This video is probably 2.5 hours long, with probably less than an hour of actual watchable content. So I'm looking forward to editing this. I'm lying, of course. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.